Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
A state Senate candidate wants to see more citizen legislators and fewer politicians. Also, construction is moving forward on Mineral Area College's Park Hills campus. And Dr. Sunil Chan joins us on Ask the Expert. All of these stories, and will we see triple-digit temperatures this week?
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins, and here are the top stories that we're working on for you at this hour. The belief that Missouri needs citizen legislators, not politicians, is one of the hallmarks of Terry Varner's campaign for the state Senate's 3rd District. Varner tells 18 Eyewitness News he became convinced to run after seeing so many establishment people going to Jeff City and not making any real changes.
Yeah, I thought, someone's got to do it. And I really didn't think it should be me or would be me. I decided at the very last moment to file because no one did. We cannot afford to send the lifetime professional politicians to Jeff City again. We need to send citizen legislators there. That's what I plan on being.
Varner says among his legislative priorities will be making Missouri more business-friendly.
Everybody will tell you that we need jobs, but nobody will tell you how to do it. The businesses know how to do it. The people who operate businesses and hire people, they know exactly how to do it, but they're afraid to step forward and do it because of the restrictions that are placed on them.
Varner has served in the military and is a retired firefighter from St. Louis County. Now he'll face Farmington businessman Gary Romine in the August 8th primary for the Republican nomination for the state's Senate's 3rd District seat. And now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Dustin?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. It's a warm one out there here in southeast Missouri. 91 right now in St. Genevieve through Fredericktown. 91 in Cape Girardeau. A lot of areas at 91. We do have a cooler spot at Van Buren at 89. 91 in Potosi right now. And 90 degrees from Ironton through Ellington. And it's just going to continue to be warm throughout the evening hours. We're going to see mostly sunny skies 7 p.m. 87 degrees. 82 by 9 p.m. with clear skies. Clear skies remain in the forecast for overnight hours. Temperature around 76 by midnight. I'll give you more details on your forecast that includes a warm-up, a chance of thunderstorms, and more sunshine. All those details coming up later in weather.
Construction at Mineral Area College's Park Hills campus continues moving forward. Business manager Rusty Strawn says the addition to the technology building continues with the first floor concrete being poured.
The structural steel is erected. They're putting out the flooring for the 2nd floor, and the decking on the 1st floor, and the rest of the steel will be here on Tuesday, which will connect the library and to the new technology building. So we're really enthused about it. It's going to really look good and also be good for the students who can go from the library to the technology building without having to go outside.
Strawn says when the building is finished, it will bring student services together in one location.
It'll house 3 new biology labs upstairs, and of course the downstairs is one-stop shop with the financial aid, all student services, the business office, so a student can come in and see anybody they want to get registered, pay their fees.
The first phase of the building project is expected to be completed by year's end. 4 area ambulance districts are upgrading their cardiac monitor defibrillators thanks to an Assistance to Firefighters grant, which was administered by the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Manager of the East Wayne County Ambulance District, Michael Ridings, says they applied for the grant because their old equipment could not transmit information to the hospital.
That was the reason for the grant application, and I think the biggest reason why we received the grant was because the people at FEMA and the Assistance to Firefighters Grant Program likes to concentrate their resources on ALS treatments and access to care and things like that.
Through the grant, East Wayne County received 3 new monitor defibrillators. The East Carter Ambulance District received 1, as did the Naylor-Neelyville District. The Ripley County District received 4.
It's the cardiac monitors, it's the modems to transmit them through the cell phone service. You know, they all came with a case and blood pressure cuffs and sensors and, you know, things like that, and it all.
Writing says the grant totaled $279,000. Officials with the Missouri Department of Transportation are holding off any decisions regarding the intersections of Route 21 and Madison Street in Ironton. With a new store going in at that location, city officials in Ironton are worried there could be more accidents at the intersection. Mayor Robert Halkett of Ironton and a number of state and local officials met with MoDOT last week. Halkett tells 18 Eyewitness News that MoDOT shared a 5-year review of accidents at that intersection.
Most people have been pretty cautious there, so there's not a lot of data there that they're looking at, and they're telling us that to use their reserve funds, which is like an emergency fund to build things when things aren't going right, that it's just not there yet.
For now, MoDOT will wait until the store opens on September 6th and then study the number of cars and traffic flow. Halkett says the city will take steps to try and make it safer to get onto Route 21 from Madison Street.
We are going to open up Madison Street. Madison Street has a divider. We will probably eliminate that divider and open that up for a 3-lane through there. MoDOT may open up the entrance of their 60-foot right-of-way. They may open that up for us a little bit too.
Halkett says at this point they'll have to wait for the store to open and the MoDOT study in place to study the problem further before a long-term solution is reached. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, folks from all over southeast Missouri visited Potosi this weekend for the Moses Austin Heritage Festival. That story coming up on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're looking for quality home furnishings, appliances, and more, look no further than Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Heartland Furniture and Appliance offers great low prices every day and 6 months same as cash financing. No hassle leasing and great customer service. With 3 locations to better serve you, the customer. In Doniphan, Dexter, and Piedmont on both sides of Main Street. Heartland Furniture and Appliance.
Sing a song about the Heartland. Sing a song about my life.
Oh, the blood of Jesus washes. Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins, Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp, and Jeremy Martin with sports. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
This past weekend's Moses Austin Heritage Festival in Potosi was one of the best attended in recent memory. On Saturday, crowds from all over southeast Missouri came to enjoy the opening ceremonies, the parade, music, food, arts and crafts vendors, home tours, and exhibitions. And as we said, music was a big part of the festival. Chamber of Commerce President Chris Richards said that there is a lot of music to choose from.
There's music throughout the day. Dustin, we talked about, he's from our area, and he's a pretty talented young man. He's playing at the Banner House, and Christian Crossroads is playing down the hill at Heritage Park. And you know, 2 little bit different types of music, but you can find that really throughout the day.
Plans are already underway for the 2013 Moses Austin Festival, which is also the 200th anniversary of the county. The coordinator of next year's festival, John Robinson, says that talks are already underway.
We're presently coordinating with the French and Spanish embassies to try to get delegates to come here. And
the Moses Austin Heritage Festival is held the 3rd weekend in June each year. 2 bridges on Route 67 in Butler County will be replaced in the next few months. The Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission awarded the contract for the project earlier this month. The bridges are located north of Route M near Neelyville. MoDOT project manager Eric Kropp says a temporary bypass will be put in to keep traffic moving.
We're going to be replacing those 2 bridges with concrete box culverts. We're going to be building temporary bypasses to maintain traffic through the project limits during construction, and folks should see work beginning on that this summer.
Kropp says the project is expected to be completed by December 1st. Replacing the 2 bridges carries a price tag of just over $1 million. Walker Drive connecting Route 221 in Farmington is now closed. During the closure, crews will reconstruct the entrance to the street. Traffic will be shifted to the newly constructed Walker Drive, 500 feet west of the current intersection. Missouri Department of Transportation resident engineer Jason Williams explains the traffic flow after the construction.
The portion of Walker Drive now that comes into 221 there at Dairy Queen will still be there. The geometrics of that area will be slightly different when we're done, but Walker Drive will make a loop around that area there. We'll have a Walker Drive west connection down toward Progress Drive, and then Walker Drive will also tie into 221 there just where it does now at the Dairy Queen.
Williams says, weather permitting, the project will be done in about 2 weeks. And when we return on 18 Eyewitness News, Dr. Sunil Chan joins us on Ask the Expert. Dustin Kopp is making a last-minute check of our Storm Tracker 18 forecast, and there's more to come on 18 Eyewitness News.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Storm Tracker 18 weather is brought to you by CNC Distributing.
Devastating tornadoes can destroy your home in just seconds. Are you and your family protected? I'm Clinton Bailey with CNC Distributing, and I want to introduce you to the best storm shelter anywhere. Our storm shelters will seat up to 15 people comfortably. They have lights and ventilation, and most importantly, they will save your family from the devastation of tornadoes. Remember back in the day about everyone had some sort of storm shelter, and now you can too. Let me show you how affordable our storm shelters are. Call me, Clinton, at 573-330-8869.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Your summertime heat is here to stay, and temperatures are going to continue to warm up as we head through the week into the weekend, including plenty of sunshine, but there is a chance of a thunderstorm or two on Thursday. Here in southeast Missouri, it is warm out there. 91 right now in Cape Girardeau, St. Genevieve the same, as well as in Fredericktown. 90 degrees in Ironton and Ellington. Van Buren at 89, and here at the station we have a current temperature of 89 degrees under a mostly sunny sky. Feels like 89 out there with current dew point 62. 39% humidity with a south wind at 15 miles per hour. Another warm day is in store for your day on Tuesday. Plenty of sunshine and warm air pushing into the forecast into the area in southeast Missouri. It's going to be, let's just say, warm weather, and it's going to stick around for the next several days, including warming up more than what we've seen the last couple of days. So for tonight, clear skies, low around 70 degrees, south wind 10 to 15. We're going to see lows in the upper 60s in Festus through Potosi, 68 in Ironton, 68 in Piedmont, Poplar Bluff at 70 degrees for your overnight low, as well as in Cape Girardeau. Then tomorrow, warm weather, Plenty of sunshine, south wind 10 to 15, gusting at 25 at times, 92 in Festus, 94 in St. Genevieve, 94 in Fredericktown, 93 in Piedmont, and Poplar Bluff. So for the next several days, it's looking like this here in southeast Missouri. Pure summertime heat. Wednesday, plenty of sunshine, high of 91. 91 on Thursday with some thunderstorms possible. Partly sunny on Friday rather, with a high of 92. Mostly sunny on Saturday with a high of 96, 97, and partly sunny on Sunday. And then we're cooling just a bit down on Monday with a high of 93 degrees with plenty of sunshine. So for another check of our forecast for the weekend, we're going to see plenty of sunshine on Saturday, high of 96, low of 77, 97 degrees on Sunday with a mostly to partly sunny sky and a low around 75. That's checking your storm tracker weather forecast. More details are located at froggy96online.com. Just click on the weather tab. Fred, back to you.
Thanks, Dustin. And now we join Fred Dawkins Jr. here in the studio with Ask the Expert.
On today's edition of Ask the Expert, we speak with Dr. Sunil Chan of Chan's Medical Office and Family Urgent Care.
Anemia is a medical condition in which the red blood cells or hemoglobin is less than normal. Hemoglobin is the red pigment giving our red cells our red color. The function of hemoglobin is to carry oxygen from the lungs to the cells of our body and to carry carbon dioxide from the body back to the lungs, so it can be exhaled. There are two basic causes of anemia. Number one, the body decrease in production of red blood cells, and number two, the increased loss of red cells. By collecting a blood sample called the CBC, the doctor can determine and clues to determine the cause of your anemia. Iron deficiency is a common cause of anemia. Iron is the major component of hemoglobin and is essential for the proper function. Chronic blood loss is the most common cause of iron deficiency, anemia, as the body uses up the iron stores to compensate for the blood loss. Acute blood loss or sudden blood loss is another cause. This kind of anemia can cause dizziness, fatigue, confusion, and shortness of breath. Another common cause is B12 deficiency. This is called pernicious anemia. Some people have conditions that make it hard for the body to absorb B12 through the intestines. This cause would include being a strict vegetarian, not getting healthy supplies of green leafy vegetables, or being a heavy drinker. The symptoms of anemia include tiredness, fatigue, pale skin, heat, palpitations, shortness of breath. After determining the cause of anemia, doctors can begin treatment. The success rate for treating anemia is very good, but it does depend on the underlying cause. Treatments include iron fortified vitamins, B12 injections, and other drugs used to promote red blood cell production.
If you have a question you'd like to ask one of our experts, log on to froggy96online.com and click Ask the Expert.
Coming up in today's Your Life segment, your daughter has said, "I do." Now, what do you do? You'll meet one father of the bride who influenced the wedding for all of the right reasons in today's Focus on the Family.
And coming up in sports, the Cardinals fly to Detroit to start a series with the Tigers. After dropping a 15-inning game to the Royals, the Rams are not in any hurry to designate a defensive coordinator for the suspended Greg Williams, and both the Blues and Mizzou fill out their coaching staffs. These stories and more coming up in sports on 18 Eyewitness News.
Your Health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge, where caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment. With a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery, caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy, just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit. When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News with Jeremy Martin.
In a game that lasted exactly 5 hours, the Royals beat the Cardinals 5-3 on a 2-run home run by Yuniesky Betancourt in the 15th inning on Sunday. Eduardo Sanchez gave up a run in the 14th and 2 runs in the 15th to take the loss. But the Cardinals were a strike away from the win in the 9th inning after Jason Mott struck out the first 2 batters he faced and had an 0-2 count on pinch hitter Billy Butler. But Butler hit the next fastball for Mott 438 feet into the left field stands to tie the game. It was the 4th blown save this season for Mott. The Redbirds are off until Tuesday night when they take on the Tigers in Detroit. Nearly 3 months since the St. Louis Rams lost their defensive coordinator, Coach Jeff Fisher appears to be in no hurry to define roles among the handful of people capable of filling the void. Fisher believes if the game plan is sound, it does not matter who makes the calls. The coordinator work has been handled at various times by assistant head coach Dave McGinnis, secondary coach Chuck Cecil, and linebackers coach Blake Williams, the son of suspended Greg Williams. McGinnis, Cecil, and Fisher have been NFL defensive coordinators, and Williams absorbed the Fisher system growing up. McGinnis is the logical game day choice because he has no specific position responsibilities, but said nothing's been decided. The Blues have announced several moves with their coaching staff, re-signing longtime coaches Brad Shaw and Ray Bennett and adding Gary Agnew. According to the club, all 3 received multi-year contracts. The Blues have promoted Shaw to associate coach. He's been with the team for 6 seasons, specializing with the defense and the penalty kill unit. Bennett has been on the staff for 5 seasons, working in many facets, including opponent preparation. Agnew replaces Scott Mellenby, who left the Blues earlier this offseason and has since joined the Montreal Canadiens as Director of Player Personnel. Agnew is new to the Blues, but has worked several years with head coach Ken Hitchcock. And the former head coach at DePaul and Virginia, Dave Leto, is joining Frank Haith's coaching staff at Mizzou as an assistant coach. Leto, who was named the ACC's Coach of the Year in 2007 after Virginia went 11-5 in league play, joins Mizzou after a season coaching the Maine Red Claws of the NBA Developmental League. Leto won a conference championship with DePaul in 2004 and Virginia in 2007, and he's made 12 NCAA appearances in his career, including being associate head coach on Connecticut's 1999 national championship team. And that's a look at sports. We'll be back with today's Your Life segment right after this on 18 Eyewitness News.
I'm Stacy Johnson. Feel like you're behind the 8 ball when it comes to credit? Well, I've got some tips that are going to help you rack up a higher credit score. They're just ahead on Money Talks News.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1-800-587-7095.
One of the few silver linings to the dark clouds of recession are lower prices, and that's certainly true of vacations. Compared with last summer, fuel prices, plane tickets, and hotels all are cheaper. But that doesn't mean businesses aren't trying to make it up in other ways. Here's Money reporter Stacy Johnson with a warning about hidden hotel fees.
Getting ready for that summer vacation? Well, get ready to pay more for a hotel room. According to consulting firm STR, average daily room rates this year will increase by nearly 4% to an average of $106 a night. but not everyone's going to pay that rate.
Yeah, we were staying at a hotel now that would have been like $700 a week. They dropped it to $359 a week.
But even if you get a deal on the rate, that doesn't mean you're in the clear, because hotels have started doing what airlines do, tacking on extra fees to try to make extra money. Many charge for the internet, parking, sending or receiving a package, an in-room safe, phone calls from your room, resort fees, towel fees, newspaper in the morning. The list is as long as it is sneaky. So how do you avoid fees? Well, step one is to check it out before you check it in. Then request a manager and ask to have them waived. But the best way to avoid extra fees? That's simple. Avoid the giant chains that charge them.
We don't charge a resort fee, we don't charge an energy fee, we don't charge for wireless internet, we don't charge for parking, we don't charge for local telephone calls, we don't charge for beach towels, beach chairs, beach umbrellas. We don't have any extra charges for anything whatsoever.
Small hotels like this are not only less likely to charge hidden fees, they're more likely to provide a unique experience. Bottom line, if you're going to stay in a hotel this summer, be aware of hidden fees. Ask about them before you check in. Don't be afraid to challenge them when you check out. And if you want to avoid them altogether, try a mom and pop hotel. Want more information on how to save on hotels? It's waiting for you right here at moneytalksnews.com. I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to moneytalksnews.com. We give them to people, even try to kill them when they are in our yard. But have you ever considered using them as food or medicine? We're talking about flowers, and our science guy Jason Lindsay with Hooked on Science tells us how flowers can be helpful.
It's that time of the year when the weather is pretty outside. We might take the entire family on a hike or maybe even on a walk through our neighborhood. If you do, you might see a flower like this. Maybe not this big, but if you do see flowers on your walk, I want you and your family to be able to identify the four main parts. That includes the stem, the petals, as well as the leaf and the roots. Many times we try to get rid of so many of those pesky flowers like the dandelions in our yard. But did you know dandelions are filled full of nutrients? And yeah, they are edible. Some people even use a dandelion as a medication. Before you use any kind of flower as a medicine or before you eat any flower, make sure you ask your doctor and you know what you've picked. The dandelion tastes sweet, and some people even put dandelion leaves on their salad. You can learn more about the dandelion and other edible plants by going to hookedonscience.org.
Go to hookedonscience.org for this experiment and others that might get you and your family hooked on science.
If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh, commonly called a bladder sling, you may be entitled to a significant cash award. Many women implanted with this device have suffered discomfort, excruciating pain, and even incontinence. The FDA has even warned that pelvic meshes may cause serious injuries, including pain, scarring, infection, incontinence, and discomfort. If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh,
call the Rely On Group at 800-797.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
Here we are, the weekend's right around the corner. Moses Austin Festival over in Washington County. We'll be there broadcasting live on Froggy 96, 95.9 FM, part of the Dawkins Radio and Television Group. And while we're broadcasting, are we going to have good weather?
Good weather is in store. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. And as you can see, we're going to start warming things up though, but plenty of sunshine for the next several days. Looks like next Thursday is a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Tomorrow, on the other hand, we could see a pop thunderstorm here or there. Depends on the heating of the day. So don't be surprised if you see a pop thunderstorm. Otherwise, we're going to see sunny skies.
All right, very good. We want to say hello to Boca Raton, Florida. We got some viewers watching us down there on our website at froggy96online.com. I got an email this morning and they said, you guys are really slick. So
what can I say?
Appreciate that so much. Thanks for joining us no matter where you're at in Boca Raton, Florida, or right here at home. We'll be back tonight with more at 10 o'clock on 18 Eyewitness News. Until then, have a very blessed evening, everybody, and God bless.
Have a good evening, everybody. Newswatch is next. We'll see you tonight at 10.
Here's what's coming up tonight on KDKZ 18.